Welcome to the Dumbfounded Dipshits podcast. We had some technical difficulties behind the scenes a little bit. Not really, just a weird
It was a
StreamYard
bad link.
link that didn't work. You know what it is? It looks like there's an apostrophe in that link where there shouldn't be.
Yeah,
So that could have been what kind of killed that.
yeah, because it looked like the same link, but
What?
ooh,
Hold
what's
on.
that
What
noise?
happened?
Crying in there.
No one heard that. She was crying?
I got the nest notification. She was crying.
Why are you crying?
She's probably tuning up a storm in the butt squirrel.
Apparently, my daughter woke up way earlier than she normally wakes up.
We hearing crying and noises in the background.
I'll sleep in her bed. Freedom. No, I'm kidding. So we titled this one. This is not a Kanye.
Yeah, we're
episode.
gonna try to steer away from that conversation because it seems like he.
But we didn't really even talk about him last week. So like, I feel like naming it that this week will make us even talk about him. Like for some reason now we're gonna have to be forced to talk about this guy.
Well,
Although-
no.
I don't hear you anymore. Can you hear me?
No, I can't. You just cut out.
You cut out
Can you hear
too.
me?
How about now?
No. Hold on, let me see.
I hear you.
My bad. More technical difficulties. This is what happens if you don't get the link. I couldn't test my audio. I'll be back in 1 second.
Yeah, but I can hear you.
Body fucking. There we go.
Wow. If you guys are just tuning in now, we've had technical
Oh,
difficulties.
you're back.
I was never away.
You're back.
I was never away. I could hear you
No, but you're back in my headset.
in your head. So you guys can pick
I
me.
can hear myself
Should
in
I
my own head.
should I smoke the Elmer's glue? Or should I? This
That
thing's
you
too
didn't you
fucking
smoke
bright.
that last week?
I smoked everything last week. What do you mean? Or the
But you just
blue
went through the whole
perp.
Blue perp, because it's an oxymoron. It's two colors in one.
How's that an oxymoron?
I mean, I confuse. It's not really an oxymoron. I guess it's not. I feel like I confuse blue and purple all the time.
What the actual colors?
maybe
like
that's
when
not the
oh,
word
look,
I
it's
was
all
looking
dark.
for.
You can't see. You can't see. Get some light into there. It's still not working. God
It
damn.
looks like Ninja Turtle snot.
Ninja Turtle. Wow.
There should be weed called Ninja Turtle snot.
There probably is. Can you see that better now? No, not really. Whatever.
Yeah, it's shiny in there. It looks shiny.
So what's going on in the world, Ryan? I did no
I don't
research
know,
for this
man.
episode. No research.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just talk about our lives. I went into
Like, but
a
it-
Florida dispensary for the first time the other day.
How was that experience?
It's very systematic.
They all are. I feel like they all are. Like
not when I've been to like recreational dispensaries, it's systematic as in they have you in the conveyor belt to go to who you got to go to online, and then you check out and you pay and you leave. This is like they serve one at a time because they take you in as patients. You know what I mean? So for example,
the
and
good
a lot
old
of places,
patient cover-up
Yeah.
scam, as I call it.
they it's not a scam, it's legit. I'm a patient.
No. I get headaches. Here's some weed. My toe hurts. Here's some
Mental
weed.
patient.
I have
Yeah, so-
acne. Here's some weed.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a whole checklist of stuff that cannabis can treat.
Yeah,
But,
I'm over here with real problems. No, I'm kidding.
But they literally take you like patient by patient. So most of these places, I hear that there were some places. I don't know. I had an elder tell me that they went into a dispensary with their friend and didn't have a card. But in this one in particular that I went in, and I will probably frequent a few others just to see how they are. This one took one at a time, and you had to show card before you could go into the back to where the actual retail space is. And they take you on an individual basis, so it's not like how, like for example, when we went to a dispensary together, we could literally, like the Wizard of Oz, like go trotting down the aisle together, holding hands, and go up to a counter together, and then be like, "Oh, should I get this? Should I get that?" You could be over my shoulder
Yeah.
telling me, no, try this, try that. They don't want you standing together because obviously, I guess they don't want you buying for other people. You know what I mean? So it's yeah, they make it difficult for.
Well,
I
remember
guess,
Vegas?
people
Vegas
to
wouldn't
hang out.
even let you see it. You gotta look at pictures.
Yes, but I feel now they actually come out and show. That was with me too. I had to look at pictures. Like they didn't have a jar on hand to show me. They just had like an example. They had an example of a pre-roll that did not have weed in it.
Hey, here's an example of our pre-roll. Enjoy.
Yeah, it's what they show. It's what they show you. They're like, it looks about this big, looks about that big. Like they show you the sizes. Some of them are half gram, some of them are full gram pre-rolls. But it felt very institutional. Like the guys working behind the counter seemed like regular ass dudes. Like that, just
Yeah, that's how
also
Vegas felt.
partake.
Didn't Vegas feel like like you were still kind of breaking the law? Like they were like, hey,
But everything in
here-
Vegas feels like that, though.
They're pretty open about letting you drink like a fish anywhere. Right? You can drink like a
Yes.
fish anywhere, but they
Yes,
don't
but-
want weed out in the open. They don't want,
I think they have designated areas. I remember there being like they didn't want you
Well-
walking in the street smoking it.
Yeah,
Like,
which
up the strip,
You should
but-
be able to just fucking walk and smoke weed.
Yeah,
Oh, but
they
someone
didn't want you
else,
doing that.
someone else might smell it. Okay, cool. Your
Didn't
point.
the whole place smell like weed anyway outside? Like typically people
Cali
don't hang
smelled
out
like weed.
outside in Vegas. Cali did, and I'm pretty sure prior to the legalization in Cali, it just smelled like weed everywhere. I remember before they made it rec in New York, everywhere smelled like weed already. Like
Yeah,
was
but it
just
got worse
already-
after they made it. It got worse after they made it recreational legal. Because
Yeah.
now it's like the people that weren't doing it in public are now doing it in public. I mean, I've been doing it in
they're
public
getting
for fucking
brazen.
20 years at this point.
since the 90s.
Yeah,
Like-
seriously. Well, no, I didn't. I wasn't smoking in the 90s. I started smoking in
I was
2001.
I was detained for smoking in public. Like that's how long ago.
Yeah, I
You
think I
know,
started smoking in 2000 or 99. It's been over 20 years. I've been smoking weed for over 20 years.
Yeah. But when I was in Midtown in November, it was legit people lighting up
Everywhere.
in front of cops.
I was walking
lighting up in
around
front of cops.
the city with my wife and child, and I was like, oh, they're smoking weed, and they're smoking weed, and I'm not like judging them. I smoke weed. I was just like, it makes me happy to see other
Yeah.
people smoking weed sometimes.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's a completely different world. But I mean, like it's not 100% where it's supposed to be. But in some places are a little bit more savage than others with just like the
Well, New York
You
just
know,
cracked down
freedom.
on like 2,000 or 2,500 illegal weed shops.
But what do they mean? Just like the the special
Bodegas.
handshake at the bodega? Yeah.
No, the
that's what I was
bodegas.
gonna say.
But the bodegas here aren't even like when you're here. If we link up, I'll take you to one spot or two. I mean, we don't need to go and buy anything because we have better connections.
Of course,
But
of course.
but
yeah.
I've been to them and I experienced it, and some of them are better than others. Some of them are legit stores that are connected to legit companies in other states, but they can't say they are. But you can
Can't
tell they
say,
are
yeah.
based on the brand products they have. Like when you have all the cookies brand product from Colorado, we know you're gonna
They're
be
sponsored.
Yeah.
They're sponsored. Yeah, it sucks because this is the fucked up part. It seems like, right? Like the hearing that seems like it's sort of a setup to get the big businesses in to shut the smaller ones down so that when the availability comes for like the big time chain dispensaries, they're probably gonna try to push them out of the market first.
well.
You know what I mean?
New York's
Sort of
already
like, that's how
cracking
they're setting
down
it up.
on the illegal shops, and one of the congresswomen or not congresswoman, a girl who represents this district of Queens I'm in, so she's not congresswoman, was online in the Bayside group saying she's proud of the work of the government and the police on cracking down these dangerous and crime-ridden shops. And I commented, because it's a Facebook group, I'm like, I don't think you really understand what dangerous and crime-ridden really means, because
Yeah, I'd be afraid of them getting robbed if anything,
Yeah,
right? Wouldn't that
this
be?
one of the weed shops she's talking about is like in Bayside, New York, which is not a dangerous neighborhood. They
No.
weren't dangerous.
Very nice
it was just
neighborhood.
selling weed. And they also were selling kratom.
There are segue. Speaking with my wife Paula earlier, and she was talking to me about this. There's a hookah lounge, I think not far from us, that they serve kratom shakes and kratom smoothies and
Ooh.
something. And
I never tried it.
Kava, like kava.
I never
like,
had that either.
tea or some shit. Yeah, and, I mean, like they're sort of set up like head shop, coffee shop ish. I think is how she explained it to me. So probably my guess feels like an Amsterdam kind of place, but people like are probably not smoking weed out in the open, but people are trying to make it so you could get some sort of a buzz. You know, like they have cocktails and stuff there that are all like kombucha cocktails and shit like that. Like,
how dangerous is kratom?
I know hardly anything about it other than some podcasts keep their fucking, like cash flow in through fucking sponsoring, being sponsored by kratom companies, and that apparently it gets you high. I don't think I've ever tried kratom.
So
I
let's
heard,
watch.
Heroin addicts used it to sort of get off of their.
Let's watch a video of that
withdrawals.
guy, Psyched Substance. Remember him? He did the.
Yeah. Maybe we could fast forward over his monologue because that was pretty long. Let's see him actually get high on kratom.
Okay, I'll try to share it. This video is not that long, but we'll skip all the bullshit. Where'd it go?
Or maybe that girl scientist that was with him was sort of like, oh, I'm sorry, the female scientist was just like a little slow talker, so it felt a little long and drawn out.
I thought it was funny when he was like talking her ear off, and you could see in her face that she's like, "I don't care, dude."
So is this show entitled "Weird Bald Nerd Science Guy Gets High with Hipsters"? Because
you're very close. It's called Psyched Substance, so kind of the same, yeah.
Let's see what this is about.
Denmo, and today he is going to be trying.
Wait, what's his name?
All right, everybody. I am
Venmo?
back with Jack Denmo.
Jack.
And today,
Okay.
Oh,
As long as
Jack.
he has a real, I thought his nickname was like Denmo. It's that his name.
I thought his name was Venmo. I thought people were just naming themselves after fucking
That's
money
funny.
apps.
That's funny.
Hi, my name's PayPal.
Nice to meet you, PayPal. I'm Zelle.
What's up? Yeah, my name is Coinbase.
Wow.
My name's Zelle. You said Zelle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he is going to be trying something that I highly advise him not to do.
Kratom. Apparently you have a pass with Kratom, buddy. What happened?
Hi,
Yes, so
my
kratom
name
was
is
one of the
Cash
drugs
App.
that I was addicted to. I actually remember thinking I will never.
I'll never do kratom?
I've watched him take several hard drugs in
Yeah.
his channel. But
Did we watch
kratom,
bath salts?
yes.
Is where he
But
draws the
kratom
line?
is that guy. That's what got him addicted. Hold on, let's see what he says.
Never, for the rest of my life, be able to stop taking kratom.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's addiction, bro.
I know. In my head, I needed that one drug that I would use when I got overwhelmed and I couldn't deal with my emotions. And so it just happened to be kratom. In the past, it was cigarettes.
That one drug that helps
This
me.
is a plant that grows natively in Southeast Asia. It's in the same family as the coffee plant. It's actually not very dangerous, assuming that you get it from a trusted source. And the problem with these drugs, like kratom, is totally legal, but the problem is it's farmed in Southeast Asia. You don't know what these farmers are doing. There are some
It could
people
be
who say
mad shit
suffer
in it.
from
He's right.
That might be racist. You don't know
No,
what
I'm-
these people are putting it. These people.
He
What
meant
did you
these
mean?
manufacturers.
He meant these Southeast Asians. I'm telling you.
I want to stop the Asian hate just as much as the next person, but I don't think that's what he meant. I think
He said
he's
it.
a bald white guy.
He
you
put
think he's-
emphasis on it. Listen,
farmed in Southeast Asia.
see, he has emphasis. He's like, guys, it's farmed in Southeast Asia, and you know as much as I do. We can't trust those people. That's the subtext there.
You don't know what these farmers are doing.
See, he'd say you don't know what these
You
fucking
don't know what
farmers are doing.
these. He did say these. Yeah, maybe it's mildly racist.
There are
You know what
some
it is?
people-
Like, on the gray scale of racism. Is it dark gray or super light gray?
That's probably super light gray.
It's a light gray. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a light gray racism.
Who say
Okay.
suffer from chronic pain. This is a safer alternative to, say, Oxy. I'd say most people who use it, though, are abusing it to a degree because of the legal status. You can buy it like gas stations, and people are like, well, if it's at a gas station, it's safe.
Yeah, but while he may be correct, people abuse way worse things.
We watched him abuse bath salts.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say he abused it. He tried it one time, but still.
No, what I'm saying, he used it in a like in not in the way it was intended. It was intended to be dissolved in bath water and soaked in through your skin, and not supposed to make you fucking trip out. But he outright didn't he smoke it out of a glass stick? And he's talking about what, drinking kratom? Is that
I don't
why
think
the
he
water's
smoked it
there?
out of a glass stick. I think he drank the
solution?
bath salts. Remember? They didn't smoke
Maybe.
it. They drank it.
Maybe you're right.
Because they didn't want to.
Maybe
They
right.
didn't want to show them smoking it. And they said, remember, they said, "Oh, we are not drinking anything illegal."
Oh yeah. They don't have to say
Right.
that here.
No, because you just basically mix it with water and drink it,
So
and
again,
it's legal.
just want to make it crystal clear. I don't hate kratom. For some people, it actually
I don't hate kratom. I hate Southeast Asians.
Yeah, yeah.
benefits their
I'm
life.
not racist against my drugs. I'm just racist against people.
There's others where it retracts from their life, and you're only going to know what it does for you based on who you are and your own experience. I'm not opposed to Jack trying it. Like,
Is this the monologue you're talking about skipping?
Yeah.
If he wants to try
but
it.
They're
No.
like, Jack.
get a little
Jack
bit higher.
just wants to get
30,000
fucked
likes.
up.
Jack does heroin.
Jack's high already.
Wait. Did you hear
Jack
that?
is fucked up
30,000
already
likes.
coming into
Yeah.
Let's make it a little bit higher. 30,000 likes. Jack does heroin.
This should be
Wow.
interesting.
Why?
How
Why?
much is
The
that?
first time I heard about kratom was because
What'd you say?
How much? Like, if that's not even monetization for 30,000 likes, right? So this guy's pretty much like, I'll suck a dick for free. Like he's like, I'll
I don't think he
outright
said.
shoot.
Yeah.
caught some random video on YouTube.
can't get
I think
money
it was
for
Joe
30,000
Rogan. And it was some dude that was just like this bodybuilder, and he was talking about how like he was addicted to painkillers, and then he found kratom, and he started taking kratom, and all of a sudden he felt way better. It wasn't addictive, and it was, it was like a good healthy substitute for painkillers and pills, right? So that's all I knew about it. I don't really do drugs besides like
You're on the wrong YouTube channel.
Really?
caffeine and then the odd mushrooms once in a while.
I don't do drugs. Here's a drug I do.
But
You've experienced Vyvanse, though?
well, yeah, okay, Vyvanse.
See?
You do drugs, bro. Just
See?
shut up. You do drugs.
Yeah.
You do
just,
drugs.
Just it's.
Mushrooms. I mean, I've done some drugs.
Yo, I don't do
it's a
drugs,
typical-
but yeah, I've done drugs.
It's a typical
done
drug addict response. Yeah, I don't do drugs, but I've done some drugs. Yeah.
Allegedly, but I don't regularly
Allegedly.
take them, and I never go out looking for like new drugs to take. But that's all I know about kratom
I don't go out looking for new drugs to take, but I heard about this new drug I'm about to take.
Jeez Louise.
coming in, and then I hear kratom fucking murdered his father or whatever. So he's got some bad experiences with it, and I was like, dude, that'd be a funny video, like. And then we were
Kratom
talking about
murdered
titling
his
it like,
father.
yo, I forced him to take kratom. Like this is your kryptonite.
Or
Eh?
you could be like, we could title like Jack takes kratom right in front of Adam, and I'm like crying.
Yeah. Do you just like do one of the like?
All right, so
Fucking
you're gonna
clickbait
smoke it,
ones.
snort it, drink it. What dose? Who gives a shit? Go for the gold, bro.
So for your
Just
body
do-
weight,
do
2
all
to
of
3
it.
grams would be like, I might feel it. Most people probably wouldn't unless you have potent stuff. Kratom's very difficult to dose because every strain varies in potency. And what we have right here is called white Meng Da. Now the Meng Das are known to be the stronger ones. So for this particular strain, I would recommend 5 to 6. If you do 7 or 8, then your chances of puking go up, but you're more likely to feel effects. So it's totally up to you.
All right, let's do like 5 Gs.
Yeah, 5 is a good start.
In order of conspiracy theories on the internet, 5 Gs.
5 Gs.
5G theory. You ever heard of that one?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
I don't do
That
drugs.
guy came into this high already. The guy was smoking weed before he.
I don't do
before he
drugs,
showed up.
but I just did some meth.
Nah, he's not methed out. He's too like.
Never liked the
A little
taste,
punchy.
ever. I was always hated the taste.
Let me do a little taste test first.
Are you?
It's like that bitter taste when you drink alcohol, like a hard shot of like 50% alcohol. It like burns a little, stings. That's what it reminds me of. But
Why do I feel like he's never drank alcohol the way he just described it?
Because that honestly looks like a like wheatgrass, right?
Yeah, it does. Look at his face.
Will that happen?
What a
Have you ever had
dick.
anybody do
What
that
a dick.
No.
Yo,
Not on kratom.
Time of ingestion, 211.
Okay.
I'm saying like if it's like a coffee, because you
Yeah,
strain
not
it,
the
right?
best taste.
Why not add like cream to it or something?
I don't know.
So
Or,
one
like,
of two
to get
things
rid
is
of that
generally gonna
nasty
happen.
taste.
You're either gonna feel
Yeah.
stimulated and like you really want to talk, or you'll feel the complete opposite and feel really relaxed and like
You just
wanna
want to
chill.
think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So what makes kratom unique from say normal opioids is kratom also has some effect on the serotonin receptors.
Okay.
Not like an SSRI, but it has a mood lifting effect because it's not.
So if
just
he said it's
opioid, it
related
also
to
has
coffee, but
serotonin
now he's
boosting
talking about
effects, it
opioids,
increases
like-
dopamine. It has like a
How
nice
does it?
profile.
Where's the?
Right. So it is an opioid. Interesting.
It's called mitragina speciosa, and I think the opioid in it is mitragynine. Is it a full? No, I think it might be a partial agonist. But when you're taking kratom, you're getting 40 plus alkaloids. An alkaloid is like an active chemical that has a psychoactive response, all in one. So the drug is not just the mitragynine; it's all of the alkaloids and how they interchange and interact in like the cocktail that they create in your body. So a lot of people enjoy kratom.
It sounds too complicated.
because
What does
gives
it
them
make you
this
feel like?
relaxed mood lift.
I see.
And it's
Interesting.
very gentle. Say you're having
That's
a bad
it.
day.
Relax.
Yeah.
You take some kratom, you're like,
Just hang
Oh,
out
it's
with my
not so
friend Kratom.
bad.
There's my buddy Kratom's coming over.
yeah. Or you play video games and you're not really into the game,
Gotcha.
and then you take the kratom, you're like, this game is so fucking good. Like it just makes it a little bit better.
Okay, I know that feeling.
Sounds
If
like
I
you
don't
me.
do
take it
drugs.
late at-
I don't do drugs. Oh yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
Yeah. It was like when I did
Night
fucking
with that
heroin
impact.
last week.
Wow.
After sleep, or could you pass out?
Oh
on
no,
it?
you can sleep on it, no problem.
Oh.
It gives you weird dreams. I actually thought it was kind of cool. It was like trippy dreams.
Why is he like? It's so dangerous, but he's like selling it
How
hard.
far
Isn't
in?
he? Is he not?
15 minutes.
20.
I feel warm. I feel very warm and relaxed. So I feel something.
Bro, what's up with you and feeling warm? You took the cacao, you're like, I feel warm. How about with your talking? Do you feel like you want to talk more?
Yes. I feel like I just.
But he's
am.
not.
But it's weird because I'm comfortable just sitting and not saying anything. But when I do talk, it's like music, you know, playing with tones and going up and down. I could see what you mean when it loosened you up
Yeah.
to perform to a camera. So this dose I took, what would be the length at which it would last generally?
So kratom is very short lasting. All these effects are very different your first time.
Right.
It could
So you
last
gotta
2 to
keep
3
doing it?
hours. But what I really particularly liked about kratom was there was no come down. Like as the effects wore off, you just you never felt like, oh my god, I'm coming down. You
So
just
that's what makes it
felt
addictive,
normal.
though, right? Like, or not that, but
It is
So
though,
Mike,
'cause you're like,
what's
there's
so
no
dangerous
downside
about
to it.
this that this guy's talking about?
We'll see. See if he talks about it.
oh, I
didn't
see what you
mention,
mean.
right?
That's true.
The downside comes later. When you're abusing it, you do start getting a come down.
But I feel like the most addictive things are those that, and I'm not talking like, like coffee or Vyvanse or alcohol. I'm talking like street drugs. The reason
Why
people get
Vyvanse?
addicted to them is because immediately after they get off
not
of it,
Adderall.
they feel huge pain, right?
Yeah.
Would that be what leads to them being more dangerously addictive, I guess?
You could argue both ways because you could argue the fact that there is no huge pain
Yeah.
draws you to doing it more because you naively believe that there is no huge pain associated with its
So
use.
it's okay.
Right, but the huge pain comes in different ways. And it's more of
Ah.
a slow rising and it sneaks up on you. And then by the time you're in the huge pain, you're so dependent on the kratom. Huge pain, just to be clearly, would be feeling like without being on kratom, you have no joy in your life. Like I actually got to the point where when I wasn't on kratom, I had pure dysphoria. Like things that I used to enjoy, like say playing a video game, something simple.
Yeah.
I remember looking at a game and trying to play it and being like, why do people play games? What's the point of this?
Damn,
Like,
I'm like that all the time, though.
Damn,
Right, you gotta
Kratom
find
gave him
something that
like
you used to
fucking
enjoy.
like
Like, say you love
like
painting.
withdrawal
Oh, okay.
depression and
I used
shit.
to love painting.
Like I've never heard of that. Like wouldn't you be hearing a lot about that, or is he just like a dork who just sort of slipped into kratom? Like he just like I'm gonna
Yeah.
choose something to get addicted to that nobody really gets addicted.
But you
to.
gotta remember, we only see what they want us to see. Not real. We only see what's a hot topic on the news. They're not gonna report things that no one cares about.
Like
know?
people getting addicted to kratom.
Yeah, I guess no one cares about it.
There's no kratom epidemic, is what I'm saying. Like look,
Well, it's everywhere.
I'm
Every
just-
bodega I go into nowadays has kratom.
I'm just saying, like he said it earlier, the fucking the royal dork over here, the guy who looks like the dude from the painting right now. Like, I don't know,
Wow.
like King Louis, blah blah blah. Anyway, what I'm saying is, like, he said that bodybuilder, right, said that he used it.
Yeah,
Right on
Joe Rogan. Yeah.
And this guy looks like maybe he fucking worked out once or twice, right?
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
so, you know, he's like addicted to kratom. Is that like it's like a bodybuilder drug, like GHB was? You remember how GHB was like bodybuilders used to get fucked
No.
up on GHB?
I think they also get addicted to painkillers, and it's very similar to painkillers. You know?
Yes, that's true. So then why don't they be prescribing this shit, you know, like as a painkiller, like some sort of concentrated form of it? Because it's addictive.
Because I don't think it's that strong. I think
No,
it's
but
very
if they
mild.
made like, yeah, I know, 6 grams, they said. That's like a little pile about that big. You know what I mean? That they had to strain into water, and there's like solids that come out of it. What if they had like a super concentrated version of whatever that, you know, like something blah blah especiosa or whatever the fuck it was called. Yeah, the guy, what he was just saying, like that chemical, and just like sort of reduce the kratom down into like this, you know, concentrate, and then fucking pill it up. Just start giving it to fucking
Maybe
cancer
they will.
patients.
Maybe they will. Maybe they're working on it now.
It might be cheap. That's why I hear this shit is cheap. Right? You ever hear those podcast commercials? But they sell that shit by the kilo. Like it's like 2 kilos for $60 or some shit. You get a brick of kratom for $60.
Yeah. It's
Dude, how many
super
minutes
cheap.
Isn't that how that goes? You ever hear
Yeah,
those
super cheap.
commercials?
Yep.
Super dumb cheap.
40 minutes in.
Yeah, I definitely feel like high or different or something. This is
Yeah,
what
it
the
sucks when
cacao
it
was
comes
supposed
on
to
like
do,
a
I guess.
mushroom trip.
Now I know what the cacao was supposed to do.
No, the cacao is never gonna do this.
Okay.
You need those opioid activations for this.
Yeah, before I get to how I feel though, the thing I was talking about is like I feel like everybody that is addicted to something has a vice, but some vices are good and some are bad. Like for example, a lot of guys that are addicted to trying to make as much money as possible,
That's true.
they may as
That's
well be
true.
an alcoholic, or they may as well be
Or they
addicted
are.
to, like,
Or they
porn.
also are an
The only
alcoholic,
difference
too.
is they're using a different vehicle to get that feeling of, you know, relaxing their body, you know, inclusion or loved and belonging. So essentially what life is finding a vice or vehicle that makes you feel belonging and love, but you have to
So
choose
this guy's
one
like kratom Jesus?
that's,
Is that what I'm
better
getting
than
from
that.
this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very
shit.
Some deep shit.
deep
Well said.
shit.
Because I think
It's
even
very-
success for a lot
That was some very deep, dumbfounding shit right there.
of people is bad.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
say he's
Well,
right,
Like,
but
it
I'm not going
hurts
to say
them
he's
more than it
wrong
helps
either.
them. Like when they
Same motivation, though.
alienate themselves
Right.
from family and friends, just because for what? To make more money, and then they actually think that this money is going to give them that fulfillment that they're missing when it's not.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how many people say like the money doesn't buy happiness or whatever, someone will be like, yeah, but money buys you the opportunity to experience happiness.
Yeah, that is one of the biggest cliches. The money does buy happiness.
Yeah, or you know, that's what they'll reframe it as. It buys you opportunities.
Mm.
Like,
I feel
'cause
like
without
this,
the money,
this
then I wouldn't
conversation
have the
sort of a
opportunity to
cliche
travel.
stoner
And it's like,
conversation, except they're not smoking weed and
a
passing
lot
a
of people
joint around.
Yeah.
fight against this, but
Yeah,
I
for
think
real.
happiness.
All right.
I don't think they're happy. I don't think either of them are happy.
What is this? 3 months later?
He's all addicted to kratom with
Alright,
sores
so
on
it's
his
actually
face.
been over 3 months since we filmed this video, and let's find out if Jack continued to consume kratom after this.
Guys, I'm homeless and my family left me. Please help. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Nothing happened. I haven't even taken it since.
Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you
Wow.
smash that like button, leave a thumbs up, and subscribe to Jack's channel.
Yeah, subscribe to my channel, guys.
And spam his videos and say, Jack, do not ever do kratom again.
There you go. Leave I'll just add the word kratom to blocked words in my
Blocked
comments.
words.
Can't let you guys, you know, discourage
And I'm sure
me
I'm
from
gonna get a
my-
bunch of hate. People are gonna be like, "Oh my God, Adam, you were addicted to kratom. Now you're not addicted.
Dude,
You've
your family's
you've
gonna leave you.
introduced Jack to kratom. You've ruined."
Dude.
I
you
guarantee you,
addicted to
yo,
kratom?
dude, I guarantee you that Mr. Baldy over there is definitely like 5'3".
This guy?
I guarantee you he's like mad short. He looks like it. I could sort of see like his feet like kicking under the table. Like
Wow, bro.
I don't know, this guy probably kicked my ass though. Talking shit on the internet. Yeah, but you know, I don't know. It's like all these drugs so far. Like, I mean, he does edgier shit. Do they do like cocaine or like actual heroin or like?
Let me see. I'll bring it back up. I just
Do
exited
they?
out, but
Do they? No, I mean, not for us to watch today. But what I'm saying is like,
I don't know.
Like you know, like you get some far out motherfuckers out there, like scientists and fucking doctors who are just like House. Like you've seen House, right? You watch House? Yeah, like walking around like Dr. House, just like, you know, or like fucking popping acid, eating
Bro, I mean,
mushrooms,
he,
just being doctors.
he needed those painkillers, you know.
Because of the leg, yeah. But there was the beginning of the second season, he was walking around fine until he started fucking with his shit.
He tries DMT here.
Dr. House be walking around on his shit like he think who he is and shit.
So he tries DMT here. He
That's
has
quick, right?
mushrooms here, yeah, but it's an 11-minute video, yeah. Something about a never-ending
we need
trip.
3-minute recap. We need 3-minute recap. This is DMT?
Yeah.
This motherfucker doing DMT? Is this him?
Yeah.
Yo, he's on drugs, bro.
He is. He's on DMT.
How come sometimes
No.
you can't remember something?
This is the same guy?
Yeah.
He's on all sorts of fucking juice, bro. The guy's on so much testosterone.
According to
If this
YouTube's own
is
community guidelines shown here, videos which
this
intend
is
to
the
educate
short
but do not
dude.
glorify substance.
What?
Then if this is that same short dude, then this dude is on. Then short dude's on crazy steroids
Why?
because that guy's jacked now. He wasn't jacked back then.
Use are generally suitable for
Yeah, it's progression. You can work out and get that jacked.
advertising. The following
Steroids help.
video does not
And if he does these kind of drugs, he might also, steroids.
glorify the use of drugs. Is also not
I think he's on steroids.
the man's journey as he goes head to head with his deep
DMT is like a
clear that our
it's like
freak
a
out is,
bodybuilder's drug
and for
too.
all you know, this one with the evidence towards your own.
He's got to smoke this. This is how everyone does it, right? They smoke DMT.
These days it seems like parts of my brain try to convince other parts of my brain that I do want to trip or that I need to trip. Now, largely what this has done is it's made me wonder why I no longer enjoy it the same way. Now, it's easy to just say that I had a bunch of bad trips and I'm no longer enjoy it because of the fear that they caused, but I've really never been the kind of person to just give up, especially on things that I used to find a lot of value in, particularly because of fear. I'm the kind of person who, when I'm afraid of something, I like to face
Okay.
it to overcome.
What's with the
Is that
deep
of a cow?
introspection? We
No.
just want to see him
I
get
bite
fucking
to get me
like
more and
fucking
more
falling.
I feel like he's already on
Oh.
I
DMT.
don't have time for that kind of stuff right now.
You'd be this
But just
chatty
hold
on
on a
DMT?
second.
I hear most of the time people get catatonic. I myself have never smoked DMT.
At a convenience
either.
store, and I'm also just gonna cut out the scene where I smoke it, so it's not even in the video.
Whack.
So
He doesn't want to get demonetized. This guy might supplement his income with this YouTube channel. At least show the posthumous exhale. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have to show himself lighting it. He can edit the
I
exhale
think
and
that's
he can
still.
do that.
I think that's still bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you weren't allowed to have the inhalation. But if you're just like smoke,
How
who's to say
come
it's not steam?
sometimes you can't remember something? Until you're in it again. And yet at that point it just becomes so familiar. It's like, how did I forget?
He could be acting though, right?
Of course.
I mean, we don't know. I just always thought DMT made people like you fall into like some sort of, what's that movie? The Ring? Or not The Ring. So this dude just fell out. It only lasts like 3 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not fully there yet. And maybe he is tripping. The way that he just looked when he got up was like a little bit like, yeah. He might have been bugging.
Yeah.
I just got inside my fear. I could feel how strong it was, but it didn't get me. I've forgotten that I learned techniques a long time ago. Very simple techniques. You just breathe. Stop trying to figure it all out. It's how you let go. And if you feel that the terror is
I hear this,
about to
like,
overwhelm
sounds
you,
cliche though, a lot of the stuff that he's
just,
saying.
what if I can't
But
handle
I feel
this?
like I've heard other
What if this
DMT
is too
people
much?
and
Which leads to the thought
ayahuasca
of
people
maybe
say the
this
same
is too
thing.
much, which leads you to the thought
Yeah.
of this is too much to that panic state. But you can't be afraid of entering that panic state either, because if you're afraid of entering it, you're inviting it. That fear of it coming draws it in closer. So what do you
I think
do?
we could actually watch people do. I think he's just
Just
afraid of
breathe.
smoking ayahuasca
It's so
or DMT
easy.
on fucking the internet. I think we could see
I get
people
terrified
smoking
to
it
let
though
go because I know that I don't exist.
on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I watched some sort of like Peruvian
I watched a
Andes
doctor or
shaman.
someone. Yeah, I watched a doctor or someone.
Yeah, I watched the shaman, and he was like burning stuff, and he was like they were drinking this the stew or the tea or whatever.
That's
you know what
not
I mean?
DMT then. That's
Ayahuasca, right?
yeah.
Isn't that like, DMT is like same molecule as like what's in ayahuasca? Like it does the same thing to you.
Yes. It's very
So
similar.
ayahuasca, you throw up a lot. Though,
Yes.
right? I think that's it.
Dan beginnen, word je nog even gesmeurd, waardoor
Is that Machine Gun Kelly?
waardoor je salie door de shamaan.
What'd you say?
En dat is ook
I said, is
een
that
onderdeel
Machine Gun
van het
Kelly?
ritueel, waardoor je...
No.
No, I know it's not Machine Gun Kelly. He looks less heroin addict, so you automatically.
Less machine gun, more Kelly. She looks like Brooke from One Tree Hill.
Yeah, less Machine Gun, more fucking FC. So it's like you're smoking a pipe. She's taking a long hit out of a glass bowl. And does it like hit her like? The world comes crashing down. This is. Why is this guy all paranoid though? Just fucking close your eyes, bro.
Probably because she's like way out of his league.
But they showed up together. They probably know each other.
Oh, maybe they're a couple.
9 minutes. It's got to be done. It's supposed to last like 10 minutes, right? And that's it?
Yeah. It's like 5 to 15 minutes.
And you don't say anything. See, that's pretty much like what I figured it would be like. Like you
Well,
you don't
they're
even
talking
say shit.
now.
10 minutes after.
Ook vet mooi.
Zag je mooie dingen?
Ja. Op een gegeven moment probeer je door te huizen. Dan was zwaar.
Yeah, she took a big hit.
Heel zwaar.
She took a big.
What
'cause she
language
kept
are they
going.
speaking?
I don't know.
Down to earth. Moeite doen om het...
Enough of this. Making me want to do drugs. No, I'm kidding.
Trip out on DMT.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, this is the thing, right? You know how like before you try anything, you get like, okay, like let's just say something as common as skiing, right? You're gonna get half the people you talk to about it that are gonna be like, oh, I fucking bust my ass every 5 minutes. I had a horrible experience. I hate skiing. Skiing sucks, because they don't know how to do it, right? And then you'll get people who are like, oh, dude, I go snowboarding every weekend from fucking, November to April. And I go skiing sometimes. My girlfriend skis. You get these people who are super about it, right? And they have good experiences. What I'm saying is, like, with a lot of this stuff, it really depends on the person. You have a lot of people who commonly you never thought would ever try psychedelics, like trying to go after stuff like this for whatever life altering reasons, or spiritual reasons, or what have you, whatever your reason is, right? But they may not be prepared for that kind of journey.
Blast
you know what I mean? Yeah, like I know a lot of people who would have been considered, partaking in reckless behavior, like back in like high school, college years and stuff like that, that are, like could maybe at that age re-experiment because they already experienced it. But you get people who are like in their like mid to late 30s that are like, I want to try mushrooms for the first time, and it's like, whoa, buddy, you know what I mean? Maybe mushrooms isn't that intense, but something like
it depends
DMT,
how much you eat.
Even someone like me or you, like, aren't you like have been a little like hesitant to like try DMT that quickly? Like, it's not something you're jumping for to try.
I tried it. I tried to get it. I couldn't find it.
Now, from what I understand, it's pretty easy to get, especially like.
I haven't tried recently. I'm talking. This is 10 years ago when I tried, and basically, I think the person I was trying to, the middleman, was like, "I'm not getting this for you, bro." I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I don't know, like,
because there was a rumor that you could get the vapes. They have DMT vapes, but then you don't know what the fuck you're smoking.
You have no idea. Because I don't think any of that stuff is sort of like he's saying about the kratom. Like he's talking about the kratom, like it's made in Southeast Asia. It's like you don't know where this.
We're not going back to the racist.
But my point is, right, is that you don't know who in fucking Ecuador or Peru or Guatemala or fucking Colombia or wherever.
Well, you have something against South Americans?
Absolutely not.
The other guy had a thing against Southeast Asians. Now you have an issue with South Americans.
No, I love South Americans. South Americans are my homies. I love South Americans. But what I'm saying is that since it's not like a regulated substance, you could say the same thing about cocaine. Like anybody could say the same thing about cocaine.
Well,
I don't know where it's getting stepped on now.
Yeah.
Now it is in today's day, but we don't know where that's happening along the supply chain. I don't think that's happening like in Bolivia, Peru, or Colombia. That's probably happening somewhere closer to like the Mexican-United States border or something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, the cartels are doing it, so they could be doing it in the United States for all we know. Because when they keep finding fentanyl at the border, it's not fentanyl with cocaine most of the time. It's pure fentanyl. So they're probably cutting it here.
Yeah. So my point also being, right, that the kratom, it could be sketched because there's no regulatory like sort of body that's like looking over to see exactly how much is put in what, and what other things are mixed, and what other machinery is used in the process that can contaminate a lot of that stuff and make it dangerous. Not like I'm saying that people who just typically use drugs really care how safe their drugs are, but I know nowadays you get people who are actually using testing kits on like
they want you can get like that. Well, we watched the video of that same guy. He had a testing kit.
Yeah, the same dude with the bath salts to see what chemical they were ingesting. So
and you know what? I respect that. It's a smart way to do it. You know,
yeah,
you gotta be
totally.
safe.
But what I'm saying with the ayahuasca and the DMT or wherever it's made in a laboratory, it's still not made in a laboratory where it's like the same as the same. A lot of those same arguments could be said about like LSD, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure that by like the 70s, they were as accurate as they could be with a fucking, like a back alley basement setup. You know what I mean? To make LSD. And same goes for, probably stuff like that. But the thing is like, where does ayahuasca come from? Like, isn't it grown? It's grown in the Amazon, right? Like the actual plant.
Yes, I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, if you're gonna get some sort of like a rendered usable version of this thing that's gonna make you trip out for 5-10 minutes, like, that's probably the easiest way to do that, right? Would be to like fucking sort of grind the leaves down and do what they do for like blow, but do it for ayahuasca and send the DMT up here. Not unless they make it fake in a laboratory. See, I don't even know much about it.
I don't either.
I'm a dipshit.
I mean, yeah, hence the name.
It seems intense. I would like to try it just to see like if it's going to answer, if it really is going to be like, like, because I'm very skeptical when it comes to like, people saying they heard the voice of God and stuff like that. And a lot of people, even atheists, swear that, there is something else after doing DMT. Like people, stone cold atheists, like Neil Brennan, the comedian, the guy who did Chappelle's Show with Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a special out now called like Blocks or something like that. He's got some sort of block setup that he moves pieces around and tells the jokes around it, stories. But either way, he did like a DMT trip or several DMT trips and freaked the fuck out. Says that he'll never do it again. But he did a whole bunch of them in a row, and they seem to be
yeah, I
working.
watched that one. You're right.
Yeah.
But Joe Rogan was like, "What are you doing? You don't do like he did it all day long or some shit."
But he told the story on Rogan, but I think he told the extended version of the story on like the Flagrant podcast. He was like telling Andrew Schultz that he just did it too many times, even leading up to it, and then did it several times in like one day. But the thing is, like, how they say like everybody has an addictive personality, it just depends on where it manifests.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like this guy was saying, like hipster fucking Doc Brown over here was saying about money. So fucking like, like maybe it is like whatever you latch onto is like what you become addicted to. And somebody could become addicted to psychedelics who just typically wasn't even like a pot smoker or a drinker, because I don't think he is, right? Like,
you could become addicted to anything. You could become addicted to anything. There's people addicted to biting their nails. I mean,
what's that? What's that strange addiction show where people who eat
My Strange Addiction.
My Strange Addiction.
One girl drank gasoline. She drank gasoline.
Drank gasoline.
Yeah.
People eating aluminum.
Like that. I don't understand some of these shows because they need to be like, no, the girl who drank gasoline. They're like, this is literally killing you, but they didn't approach it like that. They go, it's really dangerous. Like, no, you need to be like, yo, bitch, this is killing you.
They coddle because they coddle.
Like, listen,
because they,
you fucking idiot. There's too much coddling going on. It's gotta be like, listen, you fucking idiot, you're drinking gasoline.
This aluminum's gonna tear your insides out if you keep eating sheets of aluminum.
Gasoline. Like,
it's crazy what they eat though. Like what some of these fucking people eat. It's
gasoline. She drinks.
Dude, and it's like, now you figure this, right? Like if you would consider yourself a man of science, right? Like naturally, all right, you do okay. Maybe there are contradictions like goats and shit, because like goats eat everything, and like sharks eat fucking license plates and shit like that. Like they'll just eat whatever's floating around the ocean. Maybe it's true for some species, but the thing is, for the most part, right? Like at least primates and apes, and, and fucking monkeys, right? Great apes and the monkeys, they all are very selective, and maybe they experiment on things. Because now you have like monkeys in Central America, like by the resorts that like steal your drinks and shit in Costa Rica. Like they have drunk monkeys that like drink, human alcohol and are now addicted to it.
So,
but they pick and choose what they want to eat. Now you're a human being. You're going to tell me that there's any sort of reflex to eat something that's like.
So this sounds like an old one. I don't know what.
I suck my thumb pretty much everywhere.
That's not
I
that
go.
strange. It's a little weird, but.
We're in public. It's kind of weird. I just get very strange looks from people.
My name is Samantha. I'm 20 years old, and I'm addicted to tanning.
Okay, these are normal-ish.
For skin cancer is astronomical.
Yeah, these are
And I am addicted to sleeping with my blow dryer.
Okay, You can
That's
see
a good one.
we're gonna see the progression of this show because it gets so much worse than this. This is old. This is an old trailer.
Yeah. This has been around for a while.
I
this show.
sleep. I know. I sleep with my hair dry. These aren't that strange.
Dude, the hair
You
dryer
never know
isn't
when
that strange.
you never know when a demon's gonna come after you, and the only thing that stops it is air.
Hot air.
Hot
air
air.
that could burn your hair, like if you keep it too close.
Yes.
Listen, I understand the noise. The drone sound is a for real fucking thing. Like that shit puts me right to sleep. But my warm hands, I need to have a cold body part, at least one minimum. At least one of my body parts has to be cold. A foot, my scalp, my hand, something has to be cold. So I don't understand the heat, but that noise, like that, like that
What else?
machine noise, I fall asleep to that shit.
I'm cuddling with my blow dryer,
I cuddle.
or else
That's dangerous, though.
we won't cuddle at all. I had a
You could burn the house down
really
like that.
bad burn incident. It was just like
Oh, she lays down with it on.
And the hot air blowing on her puts her to sleep.
Like once again, like
And she
I
burned
would,
herself.
yeah, no shit, you burn. I would be like, listen,
You burn the house down.
listen,
like
you
that.
fucking idiot. Once again, this is how they need to be spoken to. Listen, you fucking idiot. Get a fan, a fucking fan. Does the same thing a blow dry does. A
yeah.
heated fan, they have them,
They have
and put it
fans.
4 feet away from you, so you don't burn yourself. You fucking idiot. Next.
This is also
blow dryer.
this is
Just
also like
attacked
10 plus
Look,
years
she was just
ago.
jerking up.
really
Look,
bad.
she jerks it
burn
off too. Look,
incident.
watch.
It was just like
Look at her hands.
the blow dryer had
See?
just attacked me.
What the fuck was that?
It's two blow dryers at the
That
same
night.
time.
The blow dryer attacked her. Are you fucking idiot?
It's two blow dryers at the same time.
What?
As long as I'm using it, she's
Not
gonna
gonna
be partial to
lie,
it.
I think I might be
I've
more
never been
like intrigued by the thumb sucker, because that's obviously what everybody's thinking.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously.
able to understand why.
But what is this lady doing?
Wait.
Tissue.
Oh,
And
I saw
never
somebody,
will.
and
That
now
can clog your system up.
No, it can't.
Yes, it can.
If your intestines rupture inside of your abdomen, that could be fatal.
The biggest.
Listen, you
What was she
fucking
eating?
idiot. Listen, you fucking idiot. Are you broke? Are you that poor that you have to eat tissue?
a lot of them are weird. And I saw one, and now I'm very familiar with the substance. A lady who eats drywall. She eats her wall like a rat. You know how like rats eat through walls? She's like eating through a fucking
Okay, I'll take her and
broken
say,
drywall.
Listen, you fucking idiot. Like, I don't even know. What are you doing? Like, hit her with a brick or something. Fix her.
I just could only imagine how constipated this person must be if they're fucking eating drywall.
You know what? I want to be that contractor because I'll make a fortune off of her.
What? You must have a rat, like 150-pound rat living in the house. How the fuck did something eat a hole in the wall this big?
Wait, what's her
Something
secret?
there's teeth marks. There must be 50 pounds of drywall missing.
He's gonna be rich though.
Abdomen. That could be fatal.
Oh, yeah, your tissue is fatal.
The biggest secret that I kept was that I was molested. Maybe I felt dirty inside.
Doing things like chewing on cleaner makes
Yo,
you
what?
feel alive.
I have
Doing
been
cocaine?
eating this household cleanser.
Yo, you know what that's like? Okay, do you remember when Tommy Chong snorted the Ajax in Up in Smoke?
Yes.
She's just giving herself freezes with the Ajax, dude. She's just like giving herself Ajax freezes.
Okay. Look, the daughter's reaction is exactly what I've been saying.
It's
Look,
like
watch.
chewing
Watch.
on
Just
cleaner
watch this.
makes her feel alive.
I have.
Yo, I tell you what, guarantee you she has not one cavity.
Listen.
That's
listen.
one clean ass mouth, bro.
Cleaner
Just listen.
makes her
Just
feel
listen.
alive.
What she says.
I have been eating this household
Watch
cleanser.
the reaction. What? And what she's saying is, you fucking idiot.
Yo, dude, I got
You've
a
been
question.
doing what?
You think if after she blows you, your dick is like shiny, like in the Mr. Clean commercial, like it's just sparkling, like there's a shimmer.
Hey babe, I have to wipe down the table. Here, spit in this tissue for me.
Just do me a favor. Could you just mop me up real quick with your
creepy, I
fucking
know.
mouth?
Creepy, I know.
Kind of blindsided me, Mom.
My name's Dave Cat, and I can't live without my real doll, Shidore. She's my
All right,
partner.
I've
Dave,
seen this
she
guy
can't
before. This
see
guy's
it.
viral. This guy, I've seen this guy's
Okay.
stuff before. Yeah, this is something
Okay.
that's common.
Hold
What's
on.
crazy is that
Hold on.
he's not the
Hold on.
only one.
I'm not yelling. I'm not gonna call this one a fucking idiot. I'm gonna say thank you. Just thank you. No one was probably gonna fuck you anyway. Thank you. Thank you for finding a way to find your, self
This guy,
or whatever.
This guy,
Thank you.
This guy.
You handled your shit. It might not be the most ideal way, but it's the safest way to handle your shit.
Yeah, this guy went to go see Megan, and they had to escort him for touching himself.
Megan who?
The movie Megan.
Oh, he went to go see Megan.
Yeah, I'm also accusing him of being a pedophile in that same joke, but I guess it didn't hit very well. My bad. But yeah.
Oh, that was a joke? That didn't really happen?
Well, Megan was like a robot.
No, I know, but did he actually get escorted out? Is that true?
No, that's not true.
Oh, so you made that up. That was a joke.
It's slander. It's slander. It's straight up libel, Mike.
Okay, I didn't know. I don't
if you
know.
put that in print, it's libel.
No,
I'm
but I
talking
don't.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, and she can't hear. Yes.
She's not even that hot though, dude.
Yeah.
What were you like? I'm gonna make a
I've seen
fake
hotter
doll of what I think I can get.
As long as you have
I've
one
seen
foot in
hotter
reality,
sex dolls.
It's a perfectly normal thing, I think.
See, I like that. He goes, as long as you have 1 foot in reality, it's a perfectly normal thing.
The series premiere.
Now, which
of
left
my
foot does he
strange-
have in reality?
That's the first episode. That's the series premiere. That was the first.
Do you remember when TLC used to stand for the Learning Channel? Do you remember that? It's all reality shows. The whole network used to be like Discovery Channel 2. Like it was like there was Discovery Channel, you could watch all the space and nature shit, and on TLC was all the same shit. Now it's all reality shows. I think it's like 90 Day Fiance is like.
Oh God, my wife
TLC
watches
show.
that.
My 600-pound life. Or
This is the newest season, maybe, or another new season. Look, that's the one you were talking about.
She's eating drywall.
Okay. You fucking
Is that
idiot.
drywall? What is that?
Mattress.
What is that? What is she
You-
eating?
mattress. You fucking
mattress?
idiot. I understand you are the size of a mattress and you want to physically be a mattress.
Is
but
that
you
cannibalism?
But you can't
Is
be.
that cannibalism? Or you are what you eat. Or you are what you eat.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
either
That's
one
what
or
I
the
was going with. That's what I was going with. And yes, it sounds mean, people, but she's eating a fucking mattress.
other. Jesus Christ.
Someone be
There's
like,
gotta be a
"You
lot of fiber in that,
fucking
though."
idiot."
See, that's like the
What are you
opposite
doing?
of drywall.
I like
She's
my
just chewing
mattress.
on rubber?
Look at the size of that fan she's got. I love my mattress. I eat it straight up.
She's calling 1-800-mattress like it's Domino's. Oh, damn. They're not eating. He ain't eating no mattresses. He's like, no, Mom. I just.
She eats about a square foot of mattress every day.
Yeah, he's like, no, Mom.
She-
I just eat oatmeal and fucking and
She's consumed
yeah. I don't know.
more than 8 mattresses.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I believe it.
Next, I'm done.
She
Shut up. Sorry.
She definitely carries. She carries her mattress up top. That's for sure. Damn.
Oh, it's just one. I thought it was a trailer for multiple. I don't care about them.
How many more do you need after I eat a mattress? Therefore, I'd
Well, there was
I
one
eat.
that
Therefore, I am.
there was one that drinks gasoline. They're just
Now, this is the thing. Can't gasoline kill you?
yes. That's
I thought-
like once again, you fucking idiot. You're going to kill yourself.
So,
If-
how much of it
if-
would you have to drink before it would take you out? Like, how much gasoline would you have to ingest before your kidney shut down, your liver shut down, your stomach shut? Like, Like when does she just sip it? Is she just like this? Like she's like
No, here it
like,
is.
just like
Here it is.
like look like this. That's definitely a 93. Definitely a 93. High octane. Beautiful. It's beautiful. The high grade shit. You paid $1 extra. I could tell.
Let's see.
Oh goddamn! This is like a porno. Yo, what? She's just guzzling gasoline. Oh my god. Yo, bro, I'm about to hurl, dude. Oh god, what the fuck are you doing? Yo, can she spit fire like? What happens when she's like so addicted and she gets desperate? Does she just like a crackhead just like sneak up into people's cars and just stick one of those things in and just like suck it off? Is she just like when she becomes like a crack whore, is she just sucking off cars? Like is she just going car to car, just like sort of
You can't do that anymore. By the way, a lot of cars have things that stop that. Anyway.
I know, yeah. Like I know. For example, my car, and my wife's car. My wife's car has, you can't open it unless the car is on. Like the car is on, then you know, or from the interior. And then mine, if the car is off and the door is closed, it won't open.
So not even that. Not even that.
I can pop it open.
So during the not the pandemic. When what was it? It was during a hurricane where we all lost power
Are
in New
we
York
on
City.
this again? Oh, jeez.
What?
Handy Wandy. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so it was a hurricane, you said.
Right? Remember we lost power. New York was in bad shape. Sheepshead Bay was
Yeah,
flooded.
2012, devastated. Garrettson Beach underwater.
And there was no gas because the port was flooded too. So there was no gas. So I said, I have a shitty 4-cylinder car and I have a 6-cylinder car. The shitty 4-cylinder car has almost no gas. The 6-cylinder car I just filled up. So I'll siphon the gas out of the 6-cylinder car to put in the 4-cylinder car to use
Economics.
So I put the hose in and start doing what you're supposed to do. Not gonna
Click, click, click. Where it has like the little ball in it that like clicks back and forth. That's how you know it's sucking. That's how you know it's like sucking it off.
So I can't get anything. It's not working. So I Google, and it turns out my car and most cars nowadays have a way to prevent that inside the thing where it's not accessible unless the car is on.
Damn, like a hymen? Like a gas port hymen?
Wow.
So it's like your car retains its virginity upon trying to steal it? It's like an anti-rape car?
Not on. When it's not on, they can't get in there. You know? I'm done with this gasoline girl. I'm going to bed.
Gasoline girl. She's twerking hard on the dance floor when that fucking Gasolina song comes on.
Does
you know that.
Wait, if
she's like shaking her gas maker all over the place.
Can you, quick thing before we end this, I know farts, you can fart and light them on fire, but hers probably get distance.
Woo! She looks like a fucking Vietnamese flamethrower. Dude,
Wow.
she's like,
Vietnamese flamethrower.
She
Wow.
just if she eats enough Taco Bell. If she eats Taco Bell and fucking and White Castle in the same night and shits the next day,
It's a nuclear explosion.
that's like straight up napalm, bro. Or a nuclear explosion is
It's
actually
napalm,
better.
though. Napalm's
But I'm
probably more
thinking
real.
like thick, viscous fucking just like petroleum on fucking fire just shooting out. And on that note, just to leave whoever was actually listening to this today on some I'm about to hurl. This has been Dumbfounded Dipshits.
Thanks for watching the Dumbfounded Dipshits podcast.
We didn't talk about Kanye once.
That is Ryan.
Not once.
Well, he actually. Let's talk about Kanye real quick. He's kind of like
what he's doing.
MIA. It's not. It's no. He's MIA. He hasn't been doing shit.
He's dressed like a ninja, so it's easy for him to disappear. He probably threw a smoke pellet down on the ground at some Paris fashion show and just like, scurried off.
Did we just talk about Kanye?
We made something up. We're not talking about facts. This is all speculation.
True. Thanks for watching the Dumbfounded Dipshits podcast. Like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up. We're live
smash.
every Wednesday at 9:15, 9:10ish, somewhere around there.
9-ish.
Come get drunk, get high, enjoy. Have a good night.